Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here, and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today we are going to be attempting to rebuild the Houston Texans. And before I get into anything, I want to mention that I really don't think I'm going to be able to get to every team before Madden 18 comes out. I'm not exactly sure how many teams I have left, but there's only like 3 weeks until Madden 18 comes out. So if you guys want me to do any other teams specifically after this one, then let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to that team before anything else. If nobody comments a team, then I'll just keep going with my progression and do another random team after this or whatever. But yeah, if you want me to do any team specifically, let me know in the comments, and then I will get to that team if anybody suggests it. But anyway, we're going to fire Bill O'Brien and get right into this one. This is the Texans team, of course. Doesn't look too bad on the offensive side. They just really don't have a quarterback. I think I'm going to throw Braxton Miller to quarterback and actually start him just for fun, because sometimes he actually plays pretty well, so I'm actually going to do that, I think. Offensive line isn't awful, but Dwayne Brown has to be getting kind of old, am I right? 31 years old. I don't know, he might be... No, I'm going to trade him. I'm definitely going to trade him after this season. He's good, but left tackles are super valuable, so I think I'm going to be able to trade him quite nicely. The defense is the best part about this team, of course. They did have really solid cornerbacks, but then they got rid of AJ Bouye, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. Jonathan Joseph is still going to, not be on this team anymore. Vince Wilfork will probably get traded, but their middle linebacker, I like their middle linebackers a lot because Benardrick McKinney is very good. Whitney Merciless is really good linebacker. Who's this, Max Bullough? He's not awful. He's actually a decent left out if I need him to be. Even Brian Cushing, how old are you? 29. Okay, yeah, you're getting traded, my man. But of course, they have J.J. Watt. Not much more to say about J.J. Watt. And Jadeveon Clowney, complete beast too. Kevin Johnson's actually really good because he has quick development, if I'm not mistaken. And he's 24 years old, so that's a solid player there. I don't really know their safeties that well. This is Andre Hall, if I'm not mistaken. He's 24 years old. He's not bad. And I don't really know who this Pleasant guy is, if I'm completely honest. But anyway, I'm going to get right into some trades now. And I think the first position I want to upgrade might be cornerback or wide receiver. So let's see what happens. And that's a loud car truck thing. I lied about getting a wide receiver or cornerback first. So I'm trading Brian Cushing, this Newton guy whose first name I really don't know, I'm sorry, and Peters for the Browns first rounder. I really did not expect that to work. I'm trading 3 people whose names I really don't know for Tyrell Williams, Jonathan Joseph, Dwayne Brown, and a 6th rounder for Lane Johnson, Chance Warmack, and Chris Maragos. Chris Maragos is just here for cap, but other than that, I really like this trade. Vince Wilfork, Kareem Jackson, and a future 7th for the 49ers first rounder. This is the team for the first season. You know, aside from Braxton Miller here, the offense actually looks kind of decent. I really just need a new left guard and possibly a new center, but honestly, center doesn't matter all that much from what I've learned from doing these rebuilds. Wide receiver core isn't bad. Hopefully these guys can develop nicely. DeAndre Hopkins is obviously already set, but hopefully Tyrell Williams and Will Fuller can do well. Lamar Miller I like a lot. Braxton Miller randomly wins AFC Offensive Rookie of the Year and actually plays really well. He at least did when I had him in the all out of position team I did the one time. CJ Fedorowicz is a fine tight end. The defense is kind of rough, even though the defense is I don't know what to say. The defensive line is good with Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt, but the defensive tackles are awful. Linebackers aren't bad. I really just need to draft a left out, and then the linebackers are fine. Safeties are pretty horrendous. Kevin Johnson's good, and I didn't feel like signing Tremaine Brock like I always do, so I went for Revis Island, even though he's not going to stay on the team for more than a year. I mean, Tremaine Brock never did anyway, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But yeah, this is the team. I'm going to change the sliders, and then I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. We're at the midseason mark now. I don't know what the record is, but it looks like we have to negotiate with Shane Leckler, but we are 3-4-1. At week 3, we were 1-0-1. We ended up beating the Chiefs somehow. I don't know how we beat the Chiefs, but let's see if anybody here is notable or worth bringing back. Shane Leckler, I'm going to let go. I really don't need Shane Leckler or any of these people. My kicker's there too. Nah, Nick Novak can chill. He's 35 years old. I'd rather draft a kicker. Honestly, I'd rather just draft one. But let's check out the experience here. Not too bad. 5.8 from Braxton Miller isn't awful, so that's not that bad. 3.9 from Kevin Johnson. That was the first place I went to on this. 4K from this defensive tackle isn't bad. Whitney Merciless is doing okay. Darrelle Revis is 4.6, nearly 4.7. That's not bad, but very short midseason recap because I'm going to scout these people and then go right to the end of the season. We're about to be at the end of the season. Let's see if we randomly snuck into the playoffs. That'd actually be pretty cool. We did not, but that's all right. Matthew Stafford looks like he won MVP. We went 7-8-1. That's not even that bad for a starting season. I mean, you know, record-wise, it's not bad, but it sucks for, like, draft picks and stuff, because our draft pick is not going to be that good. But we tied the opening game to the Bears. We did beat the Chiefs, like I said earlier. Got destroyed by the Patriots. Beat the Titans by 1. Close game. Beat the Colts. We beat the Jaguars. And then we beat the Colts again. And the Jaguars again. Okay, I don't know. Really inconsistent end of the season here. We would win a couple and then lose a couple. And that's kind of how the whole season went, I guess. But let's check out stats. How did Braxton Miller play? 3,800 yards, 29 touchdowns, 15 picks. Honestly, not horrible considering he's a 63, so can't really expect too much from him. Lamar Miller actually ran the ball very well. Nearly 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. 4 fumbles is, I can forgive that if he has 4.5 yards a carry. Receivers, DeAndre Hopkins got over 1,000 yards with Braxton Miller throwing him the ball. Okay, Tyrell Williams actually had a good season too, as did CJ Fedorowicz, and Will Fuller didn't do that well. I mean, he did pretty much just as well as CJ Fedorowicz did, so I can't really complain that much. Lane Johnson, 17 sacks. It's a little much, but it's all right. The rest of the offensive line played pretty well. Keep stuttering here. But Benardrick McKinney, 130 tackles, not bad at all. Tackles for loss, 22 from J.J. Watts, and 7 from Jadeveon Clowney. It's a huge difference between the dude in first and the guy in second. Sacks, though, looks like we're getting to the quarterback because J.J. Watt had 13.5 sacks, and Jadeveon Clowney and Whitney Merciless each had 12.5. Interceptions, 3 from Max Bullough. Wow, he actually played really well. 3 from Darrelle Revis and Kevin Johnson, 2 from Benardrick McKinney and Andre Hall, and then 1 from Robert Nelson and Eddie Pleasant. Did we get any touchdowns? Does not look like it from here, and we did not get any. That's okay. Offense, we're 18th, which isn't awful, I guess. I mean, it's in the worst half of the league, but that's okay. And then the defense, we were 20th. I don't expect to see anybody from the Texans in this. Defensive player of the year. Actually, no, this is offensive player of the year still. My bad. Defensive player of the year. Anybody? J.J. Watt? I'm really surprised J.J. Watt didn't make this. I am in the right division, right? Yeah, okay. Offensive rookie of the year. Braxton Miller comes in second. That's actually okay because there's going to be a very good quarterback in the draft who I really want, so I don't mind Braxton Miller not winning this. Will Fuller comes in 8th. That's not bad. Defensive rookie of the year. Did we even have any? Yeah, Brennan Scarlett apparently wins it. Okay. I'll take that. Let's check out the experience, though. See if we're doing well. Alright, my bad. I just want to make sure my window was shut because I heard some cars coming. Offensive experience doesn't look awful. Braxton Miller can probably go up to like a 70, honestly, with all this, but that's not really anything. Lamar Miller, 10K is not bad at all. Defense, how's the defensive experience looking? Not really that great, but it's pretty much like the offense, I guess, so it's not horrible. I can deal with all this, but anyway, I'm going to spend some of this experience, and I'll see you guys in the offseason. We're in free agency now. Let's see if there's anybody notable here. We have like nearly 50 million cap room, which is not bad. And Lorenzo Alexander is the best player. So it's one of these free agency periods again. So, you know, I'll go after random people. Mike Gillislee might actually be on the radar because he can probably get traded. He probably has some value. But, yeah, it's one of these years again. Going to go after some random people. If I get them, then I get them and I'll trade them. Since none of these guys are actually going to come and start. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the draft. We're in the draft now. We obviously have the second pick there. And the Panthers should not take a quarterback. So I'm going to advance to the next pick. They took a right end. I really do want a right end in this draft. I'll show you which guy I want. I'm going to take a quarterback with this pick, but I just want to show you who I want. This guy looks amazing. He's a late first rounder, but this guy looks absolutely amazing. I think I'm going to pick this guy at some point and let him play defensive tackle. I'll probably take him with my 13th pick, and if he gets drafted, I'm going to cry. And I probably will trade for him just because I'm that confident in that guy. But for right now, we're taking Scott Squilo. I know for a fact this guy is superstar. Maybe he's like an 84 with superstar, one of those guys. He's an 80 with superstar, but he's very, very good. With this pick, I'm going with Jerron Wiggins. There's a whole lot of linebackers here, so I hope this guy's worth it. Please be good. 77 with normal, but look how talented this guy is. This guy is absolutely amazing, but the problem is he doesn't really fit the scheme. He's a 3-4 pass rusher, but also I was thinking about it because Whitney Merciless was a 3-4 pass rusher, and he had a lot of sacks in this scheme. So I think that's actually okay. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Frederick Newsome, but I just want to show you something. This guy's name is Derek Wolfe. I don't think that's funny because Derek Wolfe is already in the NFL and is an end. But I'm going to be drafting Frederick Newsome here. Please be a beast. 78 with normal, but he's probably like an 83 at defensive tackle if I had to guess. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Juan Dawkins. It's Brian Dawkins' relative, and Brian Dawkins is my favorite football player of all time. So you got to go with them. Let's get it. 78 was slow. Wow, this guy's very talented. He might even actually play, even though he has slow development. I don't care that much. I think he actually might play. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Aaron Selleck. He looks very good. He's another defensive tackle. I know we didn't take a defensive tackle in this draft technically, but I'm going to move that end to defensive tackle, and then this guy can just back him up. How are you? 78 with quick. Okay, that guy's really good too. It's actually been a really successful draft so far. With this pick, I'm going for Houston Pearson. I know he's 24 years old. You know, he's quite old, but it's okay. I'm still going to go for him. 75 with normal. He's still talented as a right tackle, so I'm probably going to move some people around. Maybe he's going to play guard. I don't know exactly, but he's definitely probably going to start. I don't know how much playing time this guy is going to get, but this is one of those players that you kind of have to take. I'm pretty much just taking this guy just so another team doesn't get him. That's literally why I'm taking him. 77 with superstar. I think I have to start this guy somewhere. I really don't know where I'm going to do that, but I think I have to start this guy. I'm just going to trade down this pick because the Raiders are offering a 4th rounder along with many other teams. So that is the draft here. I'm really satisfied with this draft. Taylor Gabriel and Xavier Suafilo. Never knew how to pronounce that guy's last name. And a 4th rounder for Vernon Hargraves. I know it's not like a huge upgrade at cornerback, but I'm so weak at that position right now that I just needed something. So I think this is going to be the team. I'll show you guys the offense first, of course. This is what it looks like. I think the offense is much upgraded due to the fact that we actually have a good quarterback now. Braxton Miller wasn't bad, but this guy is superstar development. Like, he's awesome. I'm going to cut Brendan Whedon because I just saw that we have Brendan Whedon, and it'll release some cap. So why not? Braxton Miller can be the 3rd quarterback. If that is what it wants to do. There he is. He's right there, number 3. Not bad. But yeah, this guy is obviously the starting quarterback. Scott Squilo, or however you pronounce his last name. This right tackle that we drafted, I shifted over to left guard, and now he's a 77. That's not bad at all. Other than that, I think the offense is the same. The defense, I did something quite interesting with. Let me cut this guy, because I really don't want him, and there's no way he has trade value being 28 years old. I'm just going to let him go. But this strong safety here, hold on if this loads, this is actually the outside linebacker we drafted. I moved him up to strong safety. He has horrendous coverage stats, but that's okay. He's a 75 overall. I hit my headset by accident if you guys heard that, but he has 88 speed, 89 hit power, 90 excel. Maybe if he gets a good amount of experience, I can just get up one of his coverage stats. I don't know, but he's going to do it for us at strong safety because I don't really have anywhere else for him to play. And I really want this Gash guy starting at middle linebacker. I moved McKinney out to left out. This Newsome guy is an 83 at defensive tackle. The Selleck guy is still right behind him. Cornerback looks a bit better. I moved Andre Hall down to a cornerback here. I don't even know really what to think about this team, but here it is. I'm going to sim to the midseason mark, you know, pretty much right now. I don't know why I was going with that, but I'm going to sim right now, and I'll see you guys there. At the midseason mark here, I see we just lost to the Chargers in the corner, but looks like we have to bring back DeAndre Hopkins at least, and I don't know what the record is. How we doing? 3-5. Okay, at week 3 we were 0-2, so, I mean, at least we got some wins. So let's bring back DeAndre Hopkins. I also changed the defensive scheme because I figured out that the Texans don't actually have a 4-3 defense in this game, but I want it to be a 4-3 defense because I guess last season we were in a 3-4 the whole time, but like the defense looks like a 4-3 because if the playbook isn't a 4-3, then it's messed up, whatever. I changed the playbook to the Eagles playbook, the Eagles defensive playbook, because I know for a fact they do have a 4-3, and if for some reason in this game they don't, I'm going to be pissed off because it's messed up because in real life they have a 4-3 defense. But anyway, we brought back DeAndre Hopkins, bring back Jadeveon Clowney. I really hope I'm right that they do actually have a 4-3 defense. Like, I am like 99% positive, but there is like a 1% positiveness. What? It doesn't even make sense. There's like a 1% chance that they don't actually have a 4-3 defense. I know when they were under Chip Kelly, they switched to a 3-4 because Chip Kelly brought in so many linebackers, and that didn't really work out too well. But it looks like the 4-3 defense is working much better because I'm pretty sure last season they had a 4-3. But anyway, bringing back Jay Proche too. We literally just brought back everybody I wanted, but while I was talking about the Eagles defense. But yeah, that's pretty much the season. Let's check out the experience. 11,000 from Squilo, not bad. I don't know what I meant when I just said that's pretty much the season. I just say things a lot of the time that I don't really think what I'm saying. But on the defense here, 5K from the linebacker, but Benardrick McKinney is not confident, which is a bit lame. 4K from this dude, 3K from that guy. Vernon Hargraves says 4K, not bad. 8K from the defensive tackle. So it looks like he's playing. If I had to take a guess, it looks like this defensive tackle is playing, which is pretty sweet. Can I check his stats quickly? Let's see. Is he playing? How many tackles you got, my man? 52 tackles. You're for sure playing, so that's pretty sweet. But yes, this is what the team looks like. Not bad, I guess. I hope we can get some more wins at the end of the season and clutch out a playoff berth. But until then, I'm going to scout these players and then sim to the end of the season. At the end of the season, we did not make the playoffs. I didn't really expect to from how we were doing. We actually went 9-7 though. We turned the season around quite nicely, so that's actually improvement. I like it. 3-1 in the preseason is actually pretty decent. Lost the opening 3 games, then we beat the Colts and the Bills. We lost to the Seahawks, beat the 49ers, lost to the Chargers. Went on our very nice win streak there. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game win streak. If we could have won these last 2, that would have been huge. But that is okay. Let's see how the quarterback played. I hope he played well. Looks like Dak Prescott or something won MVP. I just saw the Cowboys logo there. Quarterback played very well. 30 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 4,400 yards. That's definitely enough for Offensive Rookie of the Year because there was no other good quarterback. So I'm fine with that. Lamar Miller ran the ball well once again. 1,160 yards, 11 touchdowns. Only 1 fumble this time, which is pretty nice. Receivers, Will Fuller got over 1,000 yards. DeAndre Hopkins at 1,300, which is pretty nice. Tyrell Williams did all right. And CJ Fedorowicz is still doing, pretty averagely for a tight end there. Not bad, I guess. Blocking, Lane Johnson landing up 12 sacks. That's definitely down from last season. The rest of the O-line's doing pretty well. Defense, what's his name? Javonte Gash. I didn't even notice this guy's first name. Had 130 tackles. Whitney Merciless had 117. Jerron Wiggins had 112. Tackles for loss, 19 from J.J. Watt, 15 from Aaron Selleck, and 15 from Frederick Newsome, which is huge. But sacks, 18.5 from Jadeveon Clowney, 13.5 from J.J. Watt. Looking good here. 3 interceptions from Vernon Hargreaves, 2 from Javonte Gash, 2 from Kevin Johnson, 1 from Jerron Wiggins, and Juan Dawkins. Juan Dawkins actually got an interception. That's huge, even though he has horrible coverage stats. We have a safety. Might as well see who that's from. It's from Aaron Selleck. Any touchdowns? It does not look like it. So let's see the offense. We're 12th. We upgraded on offense, which is nice. The defense probably is higher than 20 then. We're 8th. We actually have a very good defense. That is nice to see. Texans, I don't expect to see anybody here. As a car drives by once again. Gotta love this road I live on. Still nobody from the Texans in this either. Defensive Player of the Year, I can see somebody from the Texans being in this. And Jadeveon Clowney makes it up there. Not bad. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, goes to our guy. Doesn't look like anybody else from our team is in this, but that is okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year, just go to Javonte Gash. And I also have the linebacker upgrade. Almost said quarterback, but I have the linebacker upgrade with this guy. He's going to go up nicely. But Jerron Wiggins comes in 3rd. Aaron Silla comes in 4th. And Frederick Newsome comes in 8th, and Juan Dawkins comes in 10th. That was a very good season for experience, and I really hope all these guys have a lot of experience. 49,000 from the quarterback here. I almost checked if he got... I was looking to see if he got a better development trait, but of course he didn't because he already has Superstar. Everybody else on the offense looks like they have a decent amount. The defense, though, only 39K from this guy. I actually expected a lot more, but that is okay. 27K from Wiggins is huge. 42K from this guy, 28K from Jadeveon Clowney. Okay, a lot of experience going around. A whole lot of experience going around. I don't think Benarjic McKinney played too much, if I'm honest, in that position, which is a bit annoying, but that is okay, I guess. I don't know, but a whole lot of experience. So I'm going to spend this, and then I'll see you guys in the offseason. We are in free agency now. Let's see who's here. I tried to give a contract to Max Below, but he declined, which is always fun, and I did not want to go franchise tag him. So, Derek Carr is here. Don't need him. Of course, the one year I really don't need him, Derek Carr has to be here. And nobody else is here. That's always fun. Why this free agency year is usually the best one, but like nobody's been here the past couple of years, and it's pissed me off because I want to get so many great people like Mike Evans and Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry. All these people are normally here, but no one is right now. But I'm going to give an offer to Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's right below Dante Moncrief though. But I'm giving an offer to Dante Moncrief and maybe a couple other people just to trade because I do really need another cornerback, and I would like to trade for one. And there's nobody here who I really want. Ladarius Gunter is here. I never see him here. I'm gonna give him a contract. Why not? I can always trade him if I really need to. Same thing with Nickel Roby Coleman. I'm gonna give him a contract too. And then I can always trade these guys to like the Falcons. Always need a cornerback, and obviously they have Desmond Trufant, so it's kind of easy to get him. This is a little trick if you guys are wondering. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go right to the draft now. We are in the draft now. I don't even know what kind of pick I have. It's probably actually near the end because I actually did sort of decently this past year. But let's go to my pick and see if I'm able to draft a cornerback, which is like the only position I'm actually looking for. Let's see if I'm able to take anybody here. Any good cornerbacks? There's actually a couple. There's a good wide receiver too, but I'm going to try to decide a cornerback quickly. Let's see, what are you all about? 22 years old. I'm just looking at age here, really. 23 years old. How old are you? 22. You're really fast, though. I'm taking him. He has to have slow. Why'd I do that? He actually doesn't have slow. I'm really surprised this guy does not have slow, and he's actually really good. I'm going to go with this guy right now because this is the only other guy I have scouted. Are you good? 71 with normal. Okay, I'm sorry for this draft being so short, but I literally don't have anybody else scouted here because I really don't think I need any other positions. I think this team's really good. I literally just have to trade for a quarterback. And I think I said literally a whole bunch in those sentences. I'm sorry. But I'm going to trade away a lot of these picks just to get some decent draft picks to trade for a cornerback next season. And then I will see you guys with a trade. Ladarius Gunter and 2 third-rounders for Darius Slay. Dante Moncrief, a 2nd and a 3rd-rounder for Brandon Cooks. This is the team for the final season. I like this team a lot. I signed James White in free agency, just to let you guys know. But I really like this team. Brandon Cooks, I think, is going to be a sweet acquisition. I think he's going to do a lot for this team. I think this quarterback's obviously phenomenal. Offensive line is like one of the weakest points in this team, but it's still really good. I could easily just trade a 3rd-rounder or like a 2nd-rounder for Zach Martin instead of this guy, but I want Pearson because I drafted him. He's got sentimental value to me. But other than that, the whole offense is actually really good. On defense here, I like the defense a lot too. This Wiggins dude went up to an 83. I got his zone coverage up to an 80, so now he actually looks really good. This Dawkins guy is an 80. I could probably upgrade safety as well, but I'm really content with the team, and I think this team is good enough to make a playoff spot here. So I hope it is. But yes, this linebacker was a beast. Both of these defensive tackles are beasts. Jadeveon Clowney, obviously really good. J.J. Watt, amazing. Darius Slay, hopefully can play well. This Siegler guy is really good. I hope he can play well. I'm just going to sim right to the end of the season because I'm confident we're going to make the playoffs. Just, you guys watch. We're going to go 11-5 this season. I'm calling it right now. The season is about to be simulated, and I'm telling you guys, 11-5 is the record. Guaranteed. I didn't look at anything yet. We actually went 9-7. That was very close, but we made the playoffs. Hopefully we can do well in the playoffs, but we went 9-7. Wow, I thought this team was way better than a 9-7 kind of team, but that is okay. We won 2 games in the preseason. Not bad. I lost the opening game to the Cowboys. Went on a 3-game win streak. Lost to the Patriots. Went on a 4-game win streak. Went on a 3-game losing streak. Beat the Colts. Lost to the Ravens. Beat the Titans. Lost to the Eagles. Okay. I thought this team was actually much better than this, but let's check out the statistics. Devontae Freeman wins MVP. Not very surprising, but our quarterback was probably close by. Very good season there. Nearly 5,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, 18 picks is very solid. Running the ball, Lamar Miller, pretty much 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 fumbles once again, but he has a very good average, and I'm liking that. Receivers, DeAndre Hopkins does really well. Brandon Cooks does really well. Will Fuller still ended up doing well, and CJ Fedorowicz has been consistent this whole time, which is always good to see. Sacks, Lane Johnson has pretty much been consistent this whole time too, but the whole rest of the offensive line played very well. Defense, Javonte Gash had 125 tackles, J.J. Watt 93 with 18 tackles for loss. Aaron Selleck had 9, not bad. Sacks, 20.5 from Jadeveon Clowney, 19.5 from J.J. Watt. We're getting after the quarterback fairly well. Interceptions, 5 from Darius Slay, 2 from Jerron Wiggins and Sinilau Siger, however you pronounce that. 1 from Javonte Gash, Whitney Merciless, and Juan Dawkins and Benardrick McKinney. Benardrick McKinney actually ended up getting 1, not bad. Any touchdowns? 1 touchdown from Jerron Wiggins, not bad. We were first on offense, apparently. Wow, okay, must have not been that good on defense then. 6th on defense. How did we go 9-7? Whatever. Where did our player come in? I'm sure he's in this, right? He's number 8. That's not bad at all. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. He's number 6. That's not bad. Defensive Player of the Year. J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney are number 4 and number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even know if we have anybody in this. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We actually have Siegler in this, which is not bad. Best quarterback. Our guy is 3rd, which is not bad either. Best running back. Lamar Miller actually did not make this. That's a bit surprising. Best wide receiver. DeAndre Hopkins is number 4. Brandon Cooks is probably on this. Yeah, he's number 9. Expected him to be higher, to be honest. But Lane Johnson makes it for one of the best O linemen, along with Greg Mance. Best D lineman, somehow Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt aren't number 1 and 2, but Khalil Mack probably had like 30 sacks, and Sheldon Richardson probably had like 25 or something like that. Best linebacker, anybody from our team. This is such a hard category to get in. I don't know why, but it's always so difficult. And Kiwatowski is on the Dolphins. Okay. Best defensive back, Darius Slay comes in at number 7. Not bad. Actually, I forgot to check best kicker. Hold on. Most important award, MVP. Hold on a second. AFC best kicker. Let's get it. Are we in this? Texans. There he is. I don't even know who that guy is. I can't even begin to pronounce his first name. But let's check out the experience. How did the team do with experience and everything? The quarterback does not have nearly as much as I expected him to have, but that is okay. On the defense, how are we looking here? Not that well again. I mean, Jadeveon Clowney has a lot, but that's pretty much about it. This Ziegler guy is 9K, not bad. I'm going to upgrade the team quickly, and then I'll, let you guys know what the overalls of the teams are. Alright, we have to take on the Steelers here. I really hope we can win, but let's check out the overalls first. Ours is probably not updated. We're a 90 compared to their 92. I think we're actually higher than a 90 if you update everything, but this rebuild actually has not been like the best, like overall wise. Our team actually is not even that great, but I still hope we can beat the Steelers here. But if you guys are still watching up until this point, thank you very much. But comment glasses, because my glasses are sitting next to me. Yes, I have to wear glasses. I'm a nerd. No, but my glasses are sitting next to me. So if you're watching this right now, comment glasses. And I don't know. I can't really... I guess I can always go with my fallback and say I'll be your friend forever, because that's what I always say. It is true. Honestly, if you do comment glasses, I'm your friend. I have like a group of people that always watch my videos and comment all this stuff, and I consider myself friends with them, even though I don't really talk to them. But like Derpy Derp and Jeremy Herman and T. Henson, all you guys out there, you guys always comment on my videos. Thank you very much, by the way. And hopefully we can beat the Steelers. 20-23, we missed a kick or something. We need more points. Please, 27-23, don't let them win. Don't let them win. They're going to win. Actually, no, 27-26. I thought they got a touchdown on that last drive. Wow. Okay, and my controller died. That's fun. I got to switch batteries. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I got new batteries. But I really thought they scored a touchdown on that one drive, but apparently they just kicked a field goal. The quarterbacks both played very well. I think our guy played a bit better because he had more yards. I mean, Big Ben did throw another touchdown, but 86% completion percentage is very good considering he threw the ball 38 times and he completed 33 passes. That's really good. Lamar Miller did well, but Le'Veon Bell definitely ran better. Receivers, no one over 100 yards? Okay, well, DeAndre Hopkins and Brandon Cooks each had 88 plus yards. I don't know why I said it like that. DeAndre Hopkins had a touchdown, though. Antonio Brown had 2. Martavis Bryant had 1. And Busta Anderson had a touchdown. Alrighty then. Check out defense. Who had the most tackles? Artie Burns did, with Kevin Johnson in second there. Cameron Hayward. Right? Yeah, Cameron Hayward had a sack. Stephon Tuitt. Actually, tackle for loss. Those were tackles for loss, my bad. J.J. Watt had 1.5 sacks. J.J. Van Clowney had 1. Aaron Selleck had a half. DeAndre Brackett had a half, and Stephon Tuitt also did. And there were no interceptions. I'm really happy we won. I really did not think we did, though. It looked like the Steelers got a touchdown on their one drive. In the AFC divisional playoff round here, we have to take on the Chiefs, who look very intimidating. Let's check out the overalls quickly, though. I feel like our overall went up. We're a 92, and they're an 89. This is actually definitely one of my lowest overall rebuilds yet, but that is okay. I don't care. This team I still think is really talented, so let's see if we can take down the Chiefs. Looks like we're going to win this game. We ran the ball very well at the end of the game there. 42-24. I think I may have said 21 at one point, but 42-24, not bad at all. Our quarterback went completely off. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, but the 1 interception is definitely made up for in the 4 touchdowns. Alex Smith played very conservatively like he kind of does in real life, so it's not a bad game from him. Lamar Miller ran the ball well. Spencer Ware, I guess you could say, ran a bit better considering he had a better average. Receivers, Will Fuller did very well for us. That's nice. Defense, who had the most tackles? Terrence Mitchell did, with Javonte Gash and Rameek Wilson coming in with 11. 0 tackles for loss all game, but there were 2 sacks, 1 from J.J. Watt and Justin Houston, probably the 2 best defensive players on the field at any given moment. And Adrian Collier, my bad, I almost said Culliver. Adrian Collier had 1 interception. In the AFC Conference Championship game, we have to face the Patriots, who are always very good, even without Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably like a 95 at this point, but they are an 87 compared to our 92. We have the overall on them, but, that really doesn't ever mean anything. 28-29, please, one more touchdown. We're going to lose this game, I think. Yeah, we lost. Actually, no, we didn't. 35-32. That was a ridiculous stop, and then they won with like 20 seconds left. What was that? What? Did you guys see that? What? Okay, hold on a second. I want to see if I can figure this out. What just happened? Okay, this is with 5 seconds left, I think. Okay. Jimmy Garoppolo passed to Malcolm Mitchell for a 38-yard touchdown. Okay, hold on. Where are we? We got the ball here with 48 seconds left. And then we punted, and they scored in, like, 4 plays. Okay, that's how this is going to really go. He missed a field goal. We got the ball, and we had to punt. How did we even punt? 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 7, I guess. Okay, no, never mind. That was a 6-yard punt return. I thought that said 6-yard... Hold on. I'm still confused because we got 12 yards here. It doesn't matter. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we lost, which is kind of lame. We did not make it to the Super Bowl, but that's all right. Both quarterbacks played pretty well, but Jimmy Garoppolo definitely played very well. He played a lot better than our quarterback did. Tevin Coleman ran really well. Lamar Miller actually ran well, too. And we've lost connection to the EA servers. Lovely. Anyway, how did this even happen? I still have internet connection and everything, but that is going to conclude the Texans rebuild. Very abrupt ending to this because I can't even look at the team again. I'll try to log back in. Hold on, let's see if I can log back in and just show you guys the team. If that game didn't count, I'll still count it as the end of this because we did lose fair and square, even though they scored in like 30 seconds. I don't think it's going to let me connect back to the servers again. It's just going to let me stranded here for a couple of minutes before it actually makes a decision. Okay, well, I don't think it's actually going to let me back in. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this video. Like I said earlier on, yeah, it's not going to let me join. That's fine. But like I said earlier on, if you guys want me to rebuild another team specifically that I have not rebuilt yet, just post a comment of it and let me know. There's I don't know actually how many teams are left. Probably like 6, 7, maybe 8. So just let me know which team you want me to do, you know, like the Steelers, the Patriots, what are the teams that I do yet? The Packers. Oh, it's actually not that many. Maybe there's a lot less than I'm thinking of. Maybe I did a lot more than I had once thought. There's definitely more than that, right? The Falcons. I can't even think of them right now. I don't want to try to think of them on the spot. But anyway, yes, thank you guys for watching one last time. Make sure you post a comment if you want me to do any other teams specifically, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.